And with us right now is Hunter Milbrot. Hey, Hunter, how's it going?
It's going pretty good.
So,
Good to be back.
yeah, thanks. And it's great to have you back. So you have spent your school year at Western Washington University in Bellingham, and now you're back. Is the school year over?
It's almost over. We have like 2 weeks left. I think we get out June 3rd. We just have to finish up some finals and some last little bit of school. So.
And I did see earlier that the Vikings were on the field for spring. How did that go?
Good. We actually finished the spring season 3-1-1. We had 3 good wins, one against Trinity Western, one against Snohomish, who's a USL 2 team, and one against UW. Should have beat Seattle U. We were up 2-0 and ended the game 3-2. And we tied Ballard. They scored a late goal to equalize, like 4 minutes left. But overall, a really good spring season for us.
Yeah, that sounds like that you guys made some good progress and that you were facing some tough teams that are kind of at a different part of their season than you guys are.
Yeah, definitely a tough schedule. Definitely not easy for us, but we definitely played some good teams and got some good results.
Tell me a little bit about playing in the league that you guys play in, the
GNAC.
Yeah, the GNAC, Great Northwest Athletic Conference.
Yep.
Tough for soccer, always tough.
Yeah, it's definitely very good. We finished second this year. I think we were 2, 3, 4 points behind Western Oregon, so not very far. A couple different results could have definitely had us go first, but we definitely had a good season. Good non-conference games. Had a little rough patch right before conference, and then first 2 games were rough, and then we came back and tied a couple games and went on a 10-game or a 6 or 8 game winning streak, something like that. But we definitely finished the year out well. I'm lucky not to make it to the tournament.
And you were a freshman last year, right?
Yeah.
So for you, as a freshman, it's tough to break in, but you played some, and you also had the training session. So tell me what you learned out of the training up there.
Yeah, it's definitely a higher pace, some really good players, a lot of foreign guys, and just different players from different backgrounds. So it was really good to learn from them and our coaches and coaching staff.
The last time we saw you in a POFC uniform, we were in Washington Premier Complex in Puyallup, looking at a scoreboard that said 1-0 Sharktopus, and we had finished second in the CPL 1 in our first year ever in the top league. You had a good game that game, and you had a very good game with the rest of the guys in the semis against Crossfire. But what else do you remember about last year with POFC?
Yeah, it was good. The season went well. Tough not to win it. Definitely felt like we could have gotten something out of that last game. We definitely did very well to beat Crossfire in a game that we maybe shouldn't have, but we have some very good players too, so we did well in that game. Definitely felt unlucky not to get a result in the last game. They had some really good players too, but overall I felt like the season went well.
Yeah, it was interesting on the sidelines after that Crossfire game how emotional your families were. Your mom, the other players' moms, they were like, we beat Crossfire at a high level. Something that apparently growing up, you guys played Crossfire all the time, and maybe it didn't end that way.
Yeah, definitely. They have they always have some good teams, some very good teams, and I played for PAC, so there's a bit of a rivalry there. Definitely just never want to lose to Crossfire. Don't really like their organization and all that stuff. So, yeah, definitely it was amazing it's always amazing to beat them.
Yeah, certainly probably the biggest goal in Port Orchard FC history of our long 2-year existence when Colby made that strike that gave us the win. But of course I think you got the last touch of the game.
Yeah,
you cleared the ball up in the air and the whistle blew.
Yeah.
You're going to push it into the box. You expect Hunter's underneath it, going to kick it. Kicks it high and long. Jake McKenzie running on. There's the whistle. There's the win.
David slays Goliath. David slays Goliath is down. Goliath goes down. Crossfire is down.
But this club is in its 3rd year now, and where do you see us heading? Are we rolling it out the right way? What's going on with POFC from a player's perspective?
It looks good right now. The only thing that we can do better is win. We got second place last year, so the only place to go from here is first.
When did you come in last year? About halfway through the season?
Yeah, somewhere around there, maybe a little bit later, but yeah.
Yeah, it was no secret that we were giving up a lot of goals. You arrived, and that stopped. So, and you were at center back. So, do you feel like that's the place for you, or what do you think?
Yeah, somewhere center back, across the back line, 6, anywhere around there.
How do you play with Aiden then?
Really good. I mean, I've known him for a while, so our chemistry is pretty good on and off the field.
Yeah, I'm talking about Aiden Harvey, who's also here tonight and up from Western Oregon. Speaking of which, you're gonna next fall you're gonna face Michael Devano and Aiden Harvey at Western Oregon again.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, it's a fun place to travel, and when they come up to you, you gotta make it tough on them.
Yeah, for sure.
So, what are you doing this summer, other than soccer?
I don't know, not much. Planning the trip to go to Cali. I don't know. I don't really know. There's not a lot of plans yet. Got to focus on soccer first and see what other things we can happen.
It's a blank slate for you, but with the weather, if it turns
Yeah.
out good, you got to be ready to go somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, Hunter. Thanks for the visit.
Thank you.